Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Frisco, Texas, home of the FCS National Championship. I'm Eric Bunnell, here with my guest at this time, Ryan Nelson, NDSU Athletic Director. All the videos you've seen throughout this whole week are because of him, and talk a little bit about those videos. How much time do you put into them?
Yeah, we've put in quite a bit of time this week. I'm pretty fortunate to have a great staff in graduate assistant Rich Grossman and our student intern Andrew Grieve, and they've done a lot of work to help me with this process. But yeah, we've put in quite a few hours this week, but it's all about the fans and giving them as much content, new content as we can give them, and promoting this game on Saturday.
You've been to Frisco 6 out of the 7 years. That's every year since they've been coming down here. Does it get different every time, or does it stay the same?
There are always elements that are the same every year, which is kind of fun to keep the tradition alive. But my perspective is kind of unique, and I came the first couple of years as a member of BIN, as a student, driving, staying with a bunch of people in the same hotel, and so I have that perspective. But now I also have the perspective of being on the staff and coming with the team and traveling that way and covering the event from that side of it too. So I've seen things kind of from both sides, and it's been interesting to kind of get to do both and experience it over these last 7 years.
Would you rather drive or fly it?
After driving it a few times, definitely fly. Yes, for sure.
Now let's go into the game a little bit. What has this team shown since they lost to South Dakota State in that 5-turnover game? It seems like they've just turned it around.
Yeah, it's been amazing to see. I mean, even through some pretty key injuries, guys have found ways to win games. That next man up mentality that they always talk about, I mean, is really true. The next man up has come in, and the team hasn't missed a beat. I think Easton has been really sharp since then, which has been huge, to not turn the ball over, hit his open receivers, and that's going to be a big key tomorrow as well, or on Saturday as well.
Code Green, I mean, they're stepping up big. 26 points allowed throughout the playoffs. You don't see that very often. I mean, and then now they come down here and the number 1, number 2 defense in the country facing off. It's like it's not even David, but it's Goliath like it was last year. It's Alabama, Clemson of the FCS level.
Yeah, Coach Kleiman said earlier this week that this James Madison team is the best team we'll play here, and I would definitely agree with him. I mean, I think both defenses are unbelievable. I don't think there's going to be a lot of points put up. And it's fun to see guys like Nate Tangway and Nick DeLuca, guys who weren't able to play the last time we were here because of injuries, and now they're back in the uniform and healthy and ready to go. So it's fun to see those guys bounce around this week, and they probably have a little extra bounce in their step.
What do you think it would mean to them to beat James Madison, the team that ended the streak last year?
Oh, I think it's always the next game, and they try not to play that revenge card. But if you're an 18 to 22-year-old kid, you know who beat you, who quote unquote ended the streak, and so I mean that's definitely a factor in this game. I think they'll probably address it, but after that, kind of move on from it and focus on what our team has to do to be successful.
Lastly, score prediction for Saturday.
Oh boy, that's tough. Let's just say. We're all hoping for a Bison win, and I think as long as we play well and take care of the ball and Code Green continues to do what it's done throughout the postseason, I think the Bison will be in good shape.
Well, there you have it, folks. Ryan Nelson, not Andrew Nelson, excuse me. Follow him on Twitter at NDSU Ryan for all the new content, all the videos you see throughout him. That's coming through him and his staff, and they do a great job, and we'll hope to see you on Saturday.